Meg S and Langhorne. We've done work for in the past, similar work. Scope of work's going to be mulch install, some trimming, pruning. That's basically it. So I'm starting up front. I'll start on the left side of the house. So over here, we want to, looks like maybe years ago it was a mulch bed, but it's been a while. So you got to really bust out the growth here, give her a nice edge. A quick note too, last year we did her mulch, and I think we actually got caught in a rainstorm. So we weren't able to edge it out too good, and then we actually had to come back out to re-edge the beds because it just wasn't a deep edge. So just note to self, try to cut a nice deep edge for so starting over here, so clean up, create basically like a bed cutout is probably what I'll put it as for the left side of the house, because they want everything itemized. So see what they accept. If I'm unsure, if the notes don't get updated or something, I would go in through the client view estimates and view everything that way to see what they accepted or didn't accept. But anyway, bed cutout, mulch install. You can leave this one alone. This one's gonna get ripped out. This one we're just gonna like prune. So I just take the hand pruners, is all you gotta do, and just cut out the dead ones. So anything that doesn't have growth on it, go back as far as you can to the root and then cut it. Same thing like this one. Cut it, and then there's one in here. It's kind of blended with the other ones, but this one actually is all dead. There's no growth on it. So just snip that one out. You know, bed cut out all here, mulch install. And then this guy, same deal. It's pretty much, these branches are completely dead, no growth on them. And then the rest are fairly okay. So just kind of not doing a full-on like prune of the whole thing, just cutting out the dead stuff. So that's the left side for bed cutout. Putting in the back, I'll put shrub pruning backyard. So it's just these two guys, these red berry like shrubs, just a pruning shape, kind of give them like a round shape. Husband's focus was also like kind of get it off of the house a bit. No mulch or anything back here, just pruning it. And then going over to here. So this guy, just prune it and shape it, cut the top here, kind of get it off the house a little bit, and then kind of snip out some of this dead stuff here. You don't kind of go crazy cutting the whole thing, because it'll be super like whole, or it'll be super bare. If you cut all the dead here, it'll be like a big hole. But just lightly prune. And then these guys, these little like tip grower shrubs, you want some cut close to the same height, and then just give this one a square trimming everywhere. That one more of a round trimming, but just try to line the heights up the best you can. This holly over here, I wouldn't trim too much over here because there's like berries starting to bud and everything, but over here just trim it trim it back, give it separation from this bush. This big holly, you're gonna want 8-foot ladder should do it. Don't necessarily need to cut the top. You can ask them if they want it topped. You could maybe snip just that guy. It's really this branch over here that we want to cut. I'll get a better look in the front, but all back here we want to kind of just trim the area by the house. We don't want to really go crazy pruning the entire thing. Maybe I would say in the front do a really light prune of just some of the like growth that's really sticking out, but for the most part leave it be. We don't want to cut away these bush or these berries that are all here. So maybe a very light prune in the front, a little more aggressive on the back side to get it off of the house is the primary focus. You know, weed out, edge, mulch here. And then here's that branch I'm talking about. So it's this one, you can see is growing funky. So just cut it way back to kind of like right here, snip that. And then other trimming, same thing as the opposite side, kind of get it off the house here. And then the other trimming that you'll do kind of aggressively is trimming away from this shrub here. And then again, nothing crazy on the front half of it anywhere else. If anything, a light touch up down low, leave the rest be. All these shrubs, these two probably let them be. These guys do a very light prune, nothing aggressive. They're not super duper healthy, but we will run just kind of give them a very light prune, maybe stimulate some new growth. And then, you know, like I said, edge all this out, fresh mulch. You'll have to rake out some of this old mulch in here. These flowery things here, make sure leave them be, leave them alone. You got a couple other plants, just be mindful right here, plant here, plant right there, plant, and there's like a weed stuck in there, but a plant there, and then there's a plant over there. That is a plant right there. and then you got a plant there. So just be mindful. The rest is weeds. Edge it out, weed it, clean it up. This ground cover stuff, we just want to like shrink it down. So basically all the corners just kind of shrink it a little bit. Most of the focus will be cutting right here. We want to get it away from the porch, away from the walkway, kind of encompass it back in the mulch bed. And then I would like snip that and snip that. Ideally when it's done, not fully because there's a hole here, but it's more of like a smaller round circle.